uh, sorry, Data Analytics Simplified Volume 2. First of all, I want every one of you to confirm that you can hear me. I need every one of you to confirm that you can hear me. And second of all, I need you guys to confirm that you can see the screen.
I can hear
I
and
can hear
see
you and I
it.
can see the screen.
All right. I think there's one more person there. Bolaji, can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see.
All right. So let's go ahead. So my name is Peter, and I'm the facilitator of this training. So I'll be taking you from the basic of Microsoft Excel for data analysis down to a job ready level. From Excel, we're going to move to Power BI as well. So this class does not only entail Microsoft Excel alone. We're going to be looking at Excel from the beginning to a job ready level, as well as taking you through some basics of how Microsoft Power BI works. For you to really gain so much in this class, you need to be very, very attentive, first of all. Second of all, you don't have to miss any class. You have to be in class on time. And then also, whenever I give assignments in any of the classes, you have to ensure that you attempt the assignments, because that is the only way you can only groom yourself outside of the class. So it is very, very important that you take the class very serious. Without much further ado, I'm opening the class. So once again, welcome to Data Analytics Simplified Volume 2. Before we go into the class, I'd like to tell you about myself and how I started my experience in this field, and where I am now, and where I feel it can take me to take me to. So I'm going to ask each and every one of you to the level at which you are in this class. If you have zero knowledge, I want to know. If you have some few basic knowledge, I want to know. And I also want to know your aspirations after taking this class. Where do you want to take it to, so that I can know how to guide you? But then I'm going to take my own first. So a brief introduction about myself. My name is Idowu Ejide Peter. Sorry, I didn't put that here. I have over 7 years experience in data analytics, so to say, business intelligence analysis. And I have worked, my experience have cut across FMCG, CPG, distribution company, wholesale industry, as well as pharmaceutical organization. Currently, I work in a pharmaceutical organization, and I currently work at Shalina Healthcare, playing a role of business intelligence analyst, as well as a commercial excellence manager, combined with field force effectiveness manager. Uh, this journey has not been so easy. I must tell you, this journey has not been so easy for me. But then, uh, this is where I am now. My core competencies or core skills are in analytics. I have a vast knowledge in data cleaning, database management, data visualization, forecasting. I am technically savvy in using Power BI, Power Query, Power Pivot, DAX, Power Apps, SQL Server, SQL, Microsoft Excel, and also some few database uh, management system like I've mentioned that Microsoft SQL Server like TSQL. I'm very vast using TSQL or what you call SQL Server. I have a very basic knowledge in my SQL. So that is a brief introduction about myself. But then, how I started, I said I started 7 years ago. So I could remember I was working then, back then, I was working as a floors sales rep in one of the stores in at Ikeja City Mall here. That back then it was a new store then. I was a sales rep. So what really helped me was the fact that at that point in time, they wanted to promote some people actually to becoming a manager, and we had to come out to give some presentations and all. But I don't really have any experience using all this, doing PowerPoint, using Excel and all. But then I took it upon myself at that point in time to say, okay, how do I start? So after my presentation and some small basic Excel that I use, so I realized that, oh, I think this might be the way for me. So thank God I got my laptop. I got my personal laptop at that point in time, and then that was how it all started. And uh uh what actually made this something of choice for me was the fact that I lost that job at that point in time, actually, which I stayed at home about a year or so. So at that point in time, I had no other thing doing. All I just do is train myself, take some classes, watch video, take some exercise on Excel over and over and over again for almost 1 year, training myself personally, training myself, and it has gotten me here today. Like afterwards, I think December of that year, I got my first uh, analytical job. I got my first analytical job, and then now I am currently here. So I would say it's not going to be an easy one, but then you have to uh, be ready for whatever challenges um, that comes your way, because this field is a very big field, and like what they say now, data is tech has taken over the world, and data is more like the new oil. Everybody wants to go into uh, any kind of tech thing, be it analytics, data analytics, data engineering, data science, business analytics, database administrator, and so on and so forth, right? Whichever one you find yourself in, I would say take it very serious now. So that is all about me. Now, from your end, I would like to hear each and every one of you speak. What are your goals? What is your level now? If you have zero knowledge in analytics or how to use Microsoft Excel, let me know so that I can actually know how I'm going to train and retrain us. So who's going to start first? Who's going to go first? Are we there?
I'll go first. Yes, we are here.
Okay.
Okay, yes. Good evening, all. My name is Esther Monisola. Okay, so I'm currently sales coordinator at Falina Healthcare, and I can say that I have very few knowledge about Excel, Microsoft Excel. I can, on a scale of 1 to 10, I will scale myself 3. So I have very few knowledge about Excel, and I really want to know more about data analysis as a whole. That's why I'm taking this class. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Munisola. So would love to hear from the next person. Who's going to go next? Who wants to go next?
Yeah, this is Peter. My name is Peter.
All right.
Yes. So let me start by saying that I have little or no foundation. I use Excel every day, yeah, but my skill level is still quite low, and on it, maybe because I've not really developed it, and that's why I'm looking to having more knowledge on this. I
Lost you actually. We lost you if you're there. We lost you, Peter. If you can hear us.
yeah.
Yeah,
Can you
Peter,
hear me?
you're back.
Can you hear me? Sorry,
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yes, you call me. Yeah. So my industry is data driven, so I'm looking at getting more proficient in that level so as to harness much more in that aspect also. This is why I'm looking at developing and not being in the intermediate level also too, but moving higher with it. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Peter. Uh, what about Bolaji? Bolaji, are you there?
Hello.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
good evening, everyone. Bolaji Bolaji. So virtually, I have no knowledge about this data analysis and the Microsoft Excel, nothing at all. PC and it. So I'm currently working at Dulux Paint. So I just want to learn something new apart from the conventional stuff that we do learn. So that's why I'm in class.
All right. So thank you very much, everyone. You've all spoken well. So I can assure you that uh, this is the best platform for you to learn. I am someone who will be very, very patient with you guys. If you don't understand, just tell me you don't understand, and I'll go back and go back again. But then, what I'll tell you is, for every one of us that have 3/10 knowledge, yeah, I want you to throw away everything that you know. I want you guys to throw away everything that you know. Open your heart, open your mind, as though you don't know anything, but now you want to learn. So what you want to try to do is to unlearn so that you can relearn. Do you get it? So that's what I would say. Whatever you know about analytics, Microsoft Excel, analyzing using Microsoft Excel and Power BI, just throw it away. And we are going to start from the scratch now, from the beginning. So what is data analytics? Is a process of collecting, organizing raw data and transforming this data to meaningful information or useful insights where patterns and trends will be drawn. And most organizations analyze their data to draw conclusion from such data so that they can make the best decisions for their business, actually. Do you get it? That is the simplest way to define data analytics, right? The sole aim of every organization is to be able to know what it is doing currently, how well it is performing, and how well it can do more. Do you understand? And without no analytical touch in such organization, then that organization is good as no organization actually. And hence the reason why majority of the organization now are, in fact, most of the organizations are tilting towards hiring a data analyst, a business intelligence analyst, depending on uh, depending on the model of the organization. It could be a financial analyst. Do you get it? So now we have some types of data analytics. We have, I'm not going to dwell much. I just want you to know that we have sometimes we have descriptive, and descriptive analytics. I've made it very simple for you. It asks the questions, what happened? What has happened? And that's, for instance, maybe there was a sales increase by 20% last month. With your data, you can actually know what has happened. Oh, there was a sales increase by 20% last month. Oh, what happened? Oh, these customers are purchased. Oh, we added, the reason why we had an increase of 20% was, oh, we added 4 new customers that added to the contribution. It could be that. It could be that, oh, the promotion that we ran last month increased the sales by 20%. It could be anything. But then data will speak for itself to really, for you to know what has happened. So descriptive analysis talks about what has happened in the data. It has to do with the data history. Do you get it? Diagnostics analysis would ask the questions: why did it happen? Why did it happen? The increase in sales was due to the what? Was it due to was it due to a promotion? Was it due to the fact that we are in rainy season? Do you get it? We have predictive analytics too. This is more like a forecast. What is likely to happen in the future? Oh, this has happened now. What can happen in the future, right? Sales might rise again during the next holiday. Do you get it? This is more like a forecast. Then you have prescriptive analysis. What should we do? Now this is where, so all these things are, you have data in your hand. Now, prescriptive analytics will say, what should we do? Should we run this promo or not? Now you would see that all these type of analytics are intertwined. What has happened? Why did it happen? What is likely to happen? Then what should we do? Do you get it? So these are the angles or areas where you would want to perceive data analytics. So now, these are the course outline, right? So today we'll be looking at Microsoft Excel overview, part of it body. Then we'll be looking at data types and data types. So we'll be touching this first one tonight. Then the next one we'll be looking at cell referencing. Then we'll go to functions. We'll dwell much in functions. This function can take us like 1 month. Then we'll go to data visualizations. Then we'll go to we'll go to key data tools, then introduction to pivot table and analysis, data visualization. Then we will go to introduction to Power Query. Then also I will introduce data modeling, where you have Power Pivot, creating relationships. Then finally, we will make an automated dashboard using Power BI, as well as what's it called? Using Power BI as well as Microsoft Excel during the course of the training. So just be patient with yourself. Do not rush it. As we are starting from the scratch, let's start together, and then I can assure you by the end of this training, in the next 5 months or so, then you would beat your chest and say, now I'm a data analyst. So all the best to us. Now I'm switching to Excel. All right. So today we'll be looking at part of Excel, just like part of the body. That's what I'm going to start with so that we can really understand. If you are with your laptop, you can follow me through. But if you are on this training using your phone, then it simply means you still need to go to training again after I've shared the video with us, right? To really understand how all these things work, right? Now, just like part of the body, you have head, you have your nose, eyes. You also have part of the body for Microsoft Excel. Now, looking at it, you would realize that most of the things that I have here, file, home, misal, page layouts, formulas, data, review, view, and so on, I have them here. Only that maybe this might be a bit much than what you have here. Fine, all well and good. But then they still play the same role. So I'm going to start with something before I come here. I'll come. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me do one thing. So that I'm going to close this sheet. I'm going to save it and I'm going to close it. This is Microsoft Excel for spreadsheets, for analyzing data. So I'm going to open it just for us to see how it looks like for those of us who don't know. So this is a new sheet. And this is how a new sheet looks like. Inside of that new sheet is where I have designed this, right? Now, before I go to this, I'm going to go to File. I will go to Account. Now, just like your Android phone or your Mac phone, your Apple phone, we have different Excel version, Microsoft Excel version. I think when I was in school, we have Microsoft. I think the very common one when as far back as 2015, 2010, 15, we have Microsoft Excel 2003. Microsoft Excel 2003. Then came Microsoft Excel 26, 2006, Microsoft Excel 2010, Microsoft Excel 2016. Those are the versions of Microsoft Excel. Now, it became more advanced. You see Microsoft 23, 2003, 2010 are not really equipped. Now, it became more equipped and advanced in Microsoft Excel 2016. Then came Microsoft Excel 2018, Microsoft Excel 2019. Yeah, I used 2019. Microsoft Excel 2020 before Microsoft now introduced Microsoft 365. What I use now is Microsoft 365 because it's this is the version where you get latest update, unlike the other ones. But then, for the purpose of this class, it will be required that you have Microsoft Excel version that is not less than Microsoft Excel 2016. 2016 and above is suitable for this class. Microsoft Excel 2016 and above will be suitable or is suitable for this class. So just so you know that we have Microsoft Excel, but we've had Microsoft Excel versions in time past. But currently now, what you have that is very, very common in all organizations is Microsoft 365. Do you get it? So that's that about Microsoft Excel. Now, so I'm going to show you everything I have here one after the other. We have, first of all, we have ribbon tab. We have ribbon tab. Okay, before I go to ribbon tab, let me start with quick access toolbar. Now, if you look here, if you open some Microsoft Excel, you might not find this here. All these things that you are seeing here, you might not find them there. These are being added. So, some command buttons are hidden in such a way that you might not be able to find them. Now, what are command buttons? I think maybe I need to go there before I come to quick access toolbar. Okay, let me start with the ribbon tab.
Can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me and can you see the screen?
Yes, we can hear you now, sir. Before we can't hear you, but now we can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me now. All right.
Yes, yes.
So what I'm saying is, the first part of Excel that you need to know is what you call ribbon tab. This is a ribbon tab. I am in home ribbon tab now. This is file ribbon tab. Let me go back. This is home ribbon tab, insert ribbon tab. These are all ribbon tab. Do you get it? This is draw ribbon tab. You might not get this if you are not using Microsoft 365. You might not get this draw. This is page layout ribbon tab. This is another ribbon tab. Each and every one of these tabs are called ribbon tabs. And inside of these ribbon tabs, you have some embedded buttons. You have some embedded buttons. But before the embedded button, what you would realize is that I am in home ribbon tab now. I'm going to go again. I said we have ribbon tabs, and these are all ribbon tabs. All these one by one, they are called ribbon tab. They're called ribbon tab, or so to say, you can say ribbon. Now, each of this ribbon, you will realize that if you look closely here, there's a line here that differentiates each of these button. You can see that line. You can see the line here. Now, it then simply means this area here is a particular group that is meant for, it simply means they are related, right? So this is a clipboard. This is font. From year to year is for font. From year to year is for alignment. So what you call the combination of these is what you call the command group. The command group. First of all, you have a ribbon tab. Inside of a ribbon tab, you have command group. So this is clipboard command group, font command group, alignment command group, number command group, styles command group, cells command group, editing command, something like that. If I come to insert now, I have tables command group, I have controls, I have chart command group, I have sparkline command group, filter command groups, like that. Let me go to another one. Let's go to data. You can see get and transform data command group, queries and correlation command group, data types command group, sort and filter command. They are all called command group. Now, inside the command group, we have what we call command button. So meaning that this paste is a command button on itself. This cut is a command button. This copy, this is copy. What do you guys call Control C? Right? It's a command button. All these ones you're looking at one after the other, they are all command buttons, right? They are command buttons. So that is how you should see them. That is how you should see them. They are all called command button. Now I'm going to go again. We have a ribbon tab. Inside of a ribbon tab, we have command group. Inside of the command group, we have command buttons. You have command buttons. So now back to quick access toolbar. Now, quick access toolbar here simply implies that one way or the other, some of these command buttons here, you might want to bring 2, 3 command buttons that are not related together. You can do that. I can easily do that here. Hence, you can add them in a quick access toolbar. So let's try to do that. I think I added. Okay, let's try to do that now. So let's customize. So either I right click on the quick access toolbar, or there's an arrow here. So I wouldn't know which Microsoft Excel you are using. This arrow, or you right click on it, then you have this pop-up, then you have customize quick access toolbar. So let's try to customize. I'm going to go again. I'm right clicking on this. I don't want to remove. Right click on this, customize quick access toolbar. So whichever command buttons, you can see all the command buttons now. Whichever one that I need handy, I can easily add. These are the ones that have been added. You can see I can easily remove the four. But what I want to do is I want to add maybe 1 or 2 command buttons to this. So let's just look for one. Let's do cut. So I'll just click on this. Automatically it comes here, right? Then I click on OK. So automatically it gets added here. And you can see that all these command buttons are not related. This is save. This is save, Control S. This is undo, and this is redo.
Your voice is
and this
breaking,
is cut.
sir. We can't hear you.
My voice is breaking. Let me change my network. Let me change my network. Sorry about
Hello,
that.
sir. Mr. Peter, we can't hear you. Your voice is breaking.
So, guys, can you hear me very well now? Very well now. Hello, can you hear me now? Am I audible now? Hello, guys.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Can hear you.
And you can see the screen too. You can see the screen.
Yes.
All right, so
Yes.
let's move on.
It's
So
clearly-
this is what I'm saying. Now. Let me drag this one away. So I said, let me try to remove this. So I can just remove this from quick access toolbar. You can see I can easily remove all this. So the quick access toolbar is basically for you to add different command buttons together so that you can find them handy anytime you want to use it. I don't have to come to insert to now look for checkbox. I can easily add checkbox here. Do you understand? So all you just need to do is right click on this, customize. Then you have a whole lot of command buttons here. Whichever one you want here, you can easily add them. I can easily add email. Let's do that. Email. It's added, then okay. So you get to see email here. So this is what you call, this is what quick access toolbar does. You can easily add 2-3 command buttons that you know will be needing almost every time when you work, so that it won't be tasky for you to now start looking for them. That is the essence of quick access toolbar. We have discussed ribbon tab, command button. Now, inside of the command button, we have what we call dialog box launcher. This is just to the dialog box launcher is just to have more information of what you're seeing here. To get more information of what you're seeing here. So let's click this. You can see now. You have number alignment, border field protection, right? If I click these two, well, you can see now, clipboard. This is what clipboard is showing. Let me see what we have in alignment. So this is alignment. So it will just give you more elaborate information on whatever you are seeing in the command group, in this command group, or whatever things that are there that are not outside of here, right? They are not outside of here. Then also, I think another thing that I didn't add to this, that I'm just saying now, that I did not add to this labeling is that you get when you over using your mouse, you get to see some what's it called now? You get to see some screen tip, yeah, about how this command button, what are they meant for, right? If you put this your mouse in the dialog box, you get to see some of the screen tip. Do you get it? So that's that. Now to search box, you have search box. This is basically search box. If you want to look for something, any of the commands, right, that you don't know where they are, because some of these command buttons are not visible, some are hidden. You need to click on the dialog box launcher to get some of them. So you can easily search them here, right? If I enter cut now, you can see cut. If I enter, let's say paste, I get paste special and all. So you get to see which other command buttons that you can't see here, but you know that they are there. So you can use the search box to search for them. So that's that about the search box. You have the title bar. You have what you call the title bar. This is nothing more than the title bar here. Because for every workbook, this is a workbook. This is a workbook for your information. This is a workbook. In this workbook, you have sheets. This is sheets. Part of Excel is one sheet. Data type is another sheet. Data, these are all sheets, right? They are all sheets. Now, in this workbook, there will be a title bar. Do you get it? Right? And this is where you name the workbook, whichever name you want to give it. So that is where you will do that. What else? You have where you have to minimize, maximize, and close the workbook itself. You have them. You know all these ones. I believe you know all these ones. Then you have what we call name box. This is a name box here. So what this name box does is that for every cell, now let me just treat that faster. So this is what we call cell. You know, I said this is a workbook. Inside of a workbook, you have a worksheet. This is a worksheet. This is a worksheet. This is a worksheet. Now, inside of the worksheet, you have cell. You have cell. These are all cell. This is cell A1. Don't worry, I'm going to show you this when we are doing cell referencing, but then let me just touch it. Cell A1, cell B1, B2, and so on and so forth. For each of these cells that you are on, you get to see them. You get to see them show in the name box. This is the name box. This is the name box here. This is the name box. You get to see them show in the name box, right? So that is practically what the name box is for. Another thing here is the formula bar. The formula bar. This is the formula bar. This box here is the formula bar. The formula bar, that is where you get to see all the formulas and functions that you are working with in Microsoft Excel. Whatever you are working with in Microsoft Excel, you are going to see them in the formula bar. You are going to see them in the formula bar. Now, let me give you a very good example. Let me expand this. Let me expand this. So this is a cell. I'm going to enter one here. If you hover on this, you get to see this one here, right? So that is what the formula bar does. It gets to review whatever you have inputted in the cell. It gets to review whatever you have inputted in the cell. Now, let me just do one thing for us using the font command group and using the font color. Let me use font color here. I'm going to change that font color to white. You will see that in the cell itself, nothing is revealed to us. Or if you check the formula bar will reveal that something is in this cell. But looking at this cell like this, you would think that there's nothing there, right? But upon checking from the formula bar, you get to know that there's something inside of this cell. That is the power of the formula bar. It reveals secrets. It gets to let you know what is in each of these cells, even when they are hidden like this, right? So that's that about formula bar. And that is where a whole lot of formula will be. And these are parts of formula bar. You get to see a whole lot of functions, average, if. When we get there, then you really understand what I'm saying. We have what else here? I've discussed cell, but this is an active cell. For any cell carrying this green color, it simply means that is the active cell, and that is what this is pointing to for us. I said workbook. I said this is a workbook. Inside of the workbook, you have worksheet, right? And look at something here. There are, if you continue to open this sheet like this, it will stop. It will get to a point where it will stop. Do you get it? And that is, you can only open 255 sheets. 255 sheets is allowed in a workbook. 250, I have not tried it before, but I made my findings, and so what I discovered was that you cannot go beyond 255 while opening a new worksheet. You cannot go beyond 255. Then, what else do we have here? We have the scroll bars, we have the vertical scroll bar, and we have the horizontal scroll bar. This is the vertical scroll bar here. This one here, up, down. And this is the horizontal scroll bar, left, right, right? What have we not touched here? What have we not touched here? Okay, we have the status bar. So this is the status bar here. This one here is what we call the status bar. And so what the status bar shows us is, let me give you a very good example of what the status bar does. Let me come here first. 3, 4, 5. Look at the status bar now. By default, they've made it in such a way that while I highlight these 3 cells, I get to see the summation of these three values, 12, I get to see the count, I get to see the average. More like a summary in a cell or in two or more cells together. That's what the status bar gives us. That's what it gives us. And how does the status bar work? If I right click on this, these are all the things, all the marked status are what will be applicable, because I said I want it to show me average of numbers. You can see that is marked. If I unmarked it now, I won't see it again. Do you get it? So that is basically what this status bar does. So I am done with this part. I don't know if you have any question, or can I move on? So let me just ask us. I believe that that part is very easy for us, right? Guys? Oh,
Yes, I understand this part very well.
all right. So moving on now. So that is basically a part of Excel, just like a part of the body. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Microsoft Excel data types. Now, I can tell you that without these data types, then maybe you will not be able to use Microsoft Excel. You really need to know and understand the types of data types that's that is embedded in Microsoft Excel. First of all, we have the text data type. Whether you call it text or you call it string, we have integers, which are numbers, currency, decimal, fractions. You have date data type, you have logical data type, or what we call Boolean. We also have error data type. We also have error data type. So I'm going to show you this one after the other before we call it a day tonight. Now, look at these are text here. So I have entered some text here. Boy is a text, Bisola is a text, age is a text, you is a text. They are all text. They are not numbers, right? They are text. Look at integers now. Integers, these are numbers. This could be ordinary number. This could be accounting number. This can be decimal, and this can be fraction, right? Now, and this is date. I can say 1/5/25. This is 1st of May 25. There's a function called today. So I'm just you'll get to know all these things later on. But then there's a function in Excel called today, such that it's an independent function, such that if I say equals to today, it gives me today's date. It's a function. Equals to today. Today is 21st June 2025. This is a date, actually. Now, you have text, which are these ones. You have integers, which are numbers. You have dates, which are this and this. If you look at these three data types closely, what do you observe? What do you observe with the text data type? And what do you observe with the integer data type and the date data type? What do you observe among the three? Anybody? What do you observe? Anybody? Oh, okay, let me do it like this. Let me try to type something else so that this is the text data type. This is number. Or so to let me say integer. This is date. Right? For text data type, this I expanded this cell. So let me put Peter here. Let me put 2025 here. And let me put 1, 2, 26 here. Now, looking at these data types, what did you observe in their action? What did you observe? Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Are we there?
Yes, yes, sir. We are there. We can hear you.
Okay.
Sorry, me, I
Go
thought I
ahead.
found it.
Very
Okay,
good.
so for this text, I would say the Peter is on. Can you hear me, sir?
Go ahead.
Okay, so for the text, I would say the Peter is on the wait, left hand side. Is closer to the left hand side.
Okay.
For the integer and date, they are shifted to the right hand side.
Thank you very
Yes,
much.
sir.
So meaning that by default, when you type by default now, listen to me. By default, when you enter any text or string on a particular sheet, like by default, it stays at the left-hand side. Integer 200, by default, it goes to the right-hand side. Date, by default, it goes to the right-hand side as well. You can spot that difference. Well, I can now decide to say, oh, no, I want to see them in the middle. So this is alignment command group. I can put them in the middle here. But by default, when you enter a text in a sheet, by default, it goes to the left-hand side. Integer, which are numbers, decimal, fraction, by default, they go to the right-hand side. Date will go to the right by default. Someone was saying he did not understand the other time. Do you understand now?
Yes, I understand.
All right. So by default, they work like this. So we have text data type. Don't forget text as string. Text are the normal text, normal alphabet. Let's see alphabet. Alphabet are text, while integers and numbers, what's it called? They are numbers, they are decimals, and they are fraction. Why dates is typically date itself. It's typically date itself. So that's that about these three data types. Now we have the fourth data type, which is called the Boolean data type or the logical data type. The logical data type. Don't worry, when we get to some of the functions, because some functions, some of the functions that we'll be looking at are the logical functions or the logical formulas in Microsoft Excel. And a very good example of logical functions are or and not, right? And the Boolean. The Booleans are either true or false. Let me give you a very example of a Boolean. I'll show you that now. Look at this. Now, another thing in Microsoft Excel is if you want to enter any function or any formula, you need to start with equals to. That's the rule. You need to start with equals to. You need to start with equals to. So if I say equals to 4, equals to 4. You know 4 is equal to 4 now. So I expect that this should return true to me. Now this is a Boolean now. Let me give you another good example. If I say equals to 5 equals to 6, what do you think it will return? Equals to 5 is equals to 6. It should return false. Now this is a Boolean. This is a Boolean. This is what we call Boolean. These are the data types. When you see this in Excel, don't be surprised. It's called Boolean data types. Do you get it? I can say equals to 5 is not equals to. Now, this sign here in Excel means not equals to. Equals to 5 is not equals to 3. Equals to 5 is not equals to 3. What do you think this will return?
True.
True, right? So this should be
Yes,
true.
true.
Now, this is what we call Boolean. This is what we call Boolean. So that is practically what we call Booleans. And I said we have some logical functions like or and. I'm going to pen these ones for now. When we get to logical functions, then I'm going to introduce them to you. Now, finally, we have error data type, error. See, for any error, for any thing you do on Microsoft Excel that throws an error, just know that error doesn't just come. You must have done something that warranted that error to come. Do you get it? And this error itself or these errors themselves are also data type. Now, I have name error, not available error, value error, REF error. This is reference error, division error. Now, I'm going to explain each one of these errors to you, one after the other. We have name error, first of all. So the name error implies that, so when this occurs, when does this occur? This error occurs when the formula in itself refers to a name that has not been defined, or there's a typo in the formula name. Maybe you're trying to type a function or a formula, but you didn't get the formula well, then it will throw that error, name error. A very good example of that is, let's try it here. Let's say I want to do sum. There's a function called sum, but I just left it this way because you can see that it threw an error. This is a name error, meaning that whatever function or formula you're typing is not correct or you have made mistake typing them, right? Let me try to do X lookup, then remove this. Then it will also throw an error for me. You can see this is a name error. This is a name error. So that is basically what it means. Name error. Now, another error is not available error. Not available error. This is NA error, not available error. For those of us who are conversant using Microsoft Excel, one way or another, you might have encountered not available error. And this error in Excel indicates that a formula cannot find what it is being asked to find. Now, how would this occur? For instance, let's say in this file, in this sheet, I have, look at something, I have Peter to get 200 oranges, Money to get 50 oranges, Bolaji to get 80 oranges, while let me say James to get 30 oranges. Now, someone now asked me to look for, let me copy this now. Let me just copy this. Let's paste it here. So I'm going to add a name that is not part of the names here. So let's add Okpeyemi. Now look at something though. Now I want to use a function. Regardless of what I'm doing, don't mind the function now. We'll still go there. I'm going to teach you guys thoroughly how this function works, but I'm going to do it. I just want to show you how name error works. Now I want to pull out the information here. I want to bring them here too as well. There's a function called XLOOKUP equals to XLOOKUP, the lookup value. I'm just going to do the lookup array. Please return this. Now, because it's Peter, it realizes that it's Peter. Now let me drag down. Now, because Okoyemi is not on this list, what did he do? He threw an error. This is not available error. He threw not available, meaning that from the list of data, from the data source that I'm looking for, sorry, this is not part of it. And that's why it threw this error. Do you get it? If I change this Bolaji to If I change this Bolaji to John, it will also throw an error because you can see now Bolaji has also thrown an error. This is the not available error data type. This is how it works. This is how it works. When you see them, then you mean that it simply means that whatever you are looking for, it's not there. It's not there in the data source. It's not there in the data source. So that's that about the not available error. You have the value error. Now, this error occurs when your formula involves cells with different data types. When your formula involves cells with different data types. You know, literally, you can only add number data types together. And this is what I'm saying. If I say, I can only add these together, right? I can say, let me put a space here. I can say equals to this plus this plus this plus this, right? This is 360 together. But how about let's say there is a text here, boy. And I'll say equals to this plus the boy. What do you think it will throw? It will throw an error because this boy is not a number. It is a text. Then it will throw a value error. I can't add text to numbers. I cannot add text to number. So this is a value error data type. This is a value error data type. I did another example here too. You can see I added 250 plus boy plus, but it will throw value error data type. So that's that about value error. We also have the reference error. The reference error. Now, this reference error occurs when the formula refers to an invalid cell, which can happen if the reference cells are deleted or pasted over. Now, how this works is that, look at what I did here now. Let me see what I did the other time. With this, okay, let me do one thing. Let me do it in another sheet. Let's bring this like this. Let's bring this here. Control C is for copy, while Control V is to paste. Now, let's say I have this, right? Let's say I have this. Look at this. So, imagine this is a data source. Training. Now, imagine that this is a data source where you have list of names, right? And let me bring this sheet for you here. And these are the same names here, right? Going to delete this one. And the data source is, let me do XLOOKUP first. XLOOKUP, lookup value is going to be this. Then lookup array is in sheet 4. So please give me what is here. Something is wrong, bro. Okay. I think I pressed something wrongly. Let's do that again. This, comma, array, comma, and this, comma. Now, you can see that the reference of this data is coming from sheet 4, right? Imagine now that somebody now mistakenly delete this sheet 4 data, because this has taken its information from the data source, which is sheet 4. If I mistakenly delete, let's now say I deleted this sheet 4. Now this should throw a reference error. Now this is a reference error, meaning that it is not able to locate where the source of this information is coming from anymore because it has been deleted. Because it has been deleted. Now, this is a reference error. A reference error because the source of this file, the reference of this file, or whatever I've done here is no more. It's nowhere to be found. You get hence it's through this error, reference error. Now, finally, we have the last one, which is division error. This is very straight to the point. It's sometimes while working and you mistakenly just enter what you're not supposed to enter, maybe trying to divide a particular number by a particular number, which is not possible, then it will throw a division error. A very good example of that is if you say 100 divided by 0. It's not possible to divide 100 by 0, right? So hence it will throw a division error. It will throw a division error. You can't divide anything by 0. It's not possible. So it will throw a division error. So this is basically division error. Now I'm going to retrace from, I'm going to go back, show you these errors again. We have the name errors, which occur when a formula is not defined. You have the not available error when you are looking for something in a particular database, but then what you're looking for is not in that database, then it will throw a not available error. You have a value error where you are not supposed to add 2 plus 4 plus a text together, meaning 2 plus 4 plus boy or plus girl. It will throw a value error. You have a reference error where such that maybe the source of this information, where the source of this information is coming from, has been deleted, then it will throw a reference error. Then finally, we have a division error. You are not supposed to divide anything by 0. If not, it will throw a division error. So those are the types of error data types that we have. And this brings me to the end of this class for tonight. If you have any question, now is the time for you to ask me. Any question? Moni, Peter,
Yes, sir.
Bolaji, what's the question?
Okay, my question is concerning that lookup command. Like I don't really understand what is how you get it
Like
now,
I've
and I'm
said,
sorry.
like
And
I've said,
what is
don't
meant
bother
to be
yourself with
used
the
for that lookup.
don't bother yourself with the lookup for now. Focus on the error that is destroying.
Okay.
If you understand the error that is destroying, don't worry. When we get there, we are going to treat all functions. Lookup, VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, XLOOKUP. We are going to treat all those functions. Don't worry. We have it in stock. They are all in stock for us. Do you get it? So once we get there, you really understand how this function works. Anybody else? Anybody with any questions? Anybody? No question. So since there's no question, it simply means we truly understood tonight's class. So, like what I do in all my classes, I'm going to ask each and every one of us what we have learned for tonight. What is new to us that we don't know before, that we have learned now? Do you get it? So, starting with Moni, let's start with you. Then Peter, you go, then Bolaji, then where's there again? Let me see. Then Madam Aderiti. So, Moni, you want to tell us something about what you have learned tonight?
Okay, like I said earlier before the start of this class, I said I have a foundation knowledge about Excel. So all I can say is what you've taught us this night, I already know. it. So it's not new to me. So I think that I don't really, I have not learned anything new for this class because I know most of them. So
Okay.
the one that I don't understand is that look up, and you said it is meant for another class. Because for everything you said,
Yeah.
I understand. Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. What about Mr. Peter?
All right, thank you very much. So majority of the time when I'm filling in data, I come across ref error. So I just do undo, then try to go back. So now I think I've gotten why I usually encounter that also too. So it's a good one there. So I've been able to learn on that part and fully understand the different data types. And then because I just see them as probably text, I just add text and numbers with it. I don't get the in-depth of how they what they truly mean also too. So I've been able to understand that fine also too.
All right. Yeah. So let me chip in one thing. Sometimes, like what you have mentioned, sometimes it might not be boy. You know, I don't know if you have encountered something such that you copied, maybe a mail was sent to you. A mail was sent to you, and from that mail, you copied some numbers from the mail. But when you pasted those numbers on Excel, they were not adding up. Has anyone experienced that before? When you try to sum them up, they didn't add up. It's just showing count. Has anybody experienced that before?
It happens.
Yeah. The reason why that is happening is because those numbers you have copied are not numbers anymore. Because they have written, for one reason or the other, I don't know too, because you have copied it from email and pasted them on Excel. And you're trying to add them up and they are not adding. Just know that those numbers are not numbers anymore. They are text. There's a way we treat those kind of text. How would I think I'm supposed to show you one example. Let me see something. Let me just do something. This is what I'm saying. Look at, for instance, what usually cause these things are either there is a spacing in how the numbers are copied from the sheet, or one thing led to another and they are not showing as numbers. So I'll show you one example now. 2,500. So looking at this from afar, you think these numbers are numbers. But my brothers and sisters, these are not numbers. They are text. Let's try to add them together. If I say equals to this plus this plus this. Well, this added though. I might be wrong, but hold on. Let's see. Let me try to complete them here. Well, maybe because I have used this, because ideally, if you look at this, what's it called? If you look at my what did I call it again? Let's now status bar is what I want to remember. If you look at my status bar here, ideally, if I highlight all these ones, ideally they're supposed to sum up here. The numbers are supposed to sum up here, but they are not summing up. Well, maybe I have forced them by saying this plus this plus this, and they came. But then, ideally, I'm supposed to just highlight this and just say, okay, let me auto sum this, right? I can auto sum this. But you can see that they didn't go through. The reason is because they are not numbers here anymore. They're not numbers, and that's why you can see only count. It's only counting it. So to treat cases like this, there are some formulas to remove them from the text that they are back to numbers. A very good example of that is there's something we call, either you use string. When we get to this function, see, don't worry yourself about these things. Don't worry yourself about these things, right? I'm just trying, I will just try to do something. Then I will do value. I first trimmed it, then I convert them. I now want to convert them to values. Then now it now becomes a value. Then I can then add it up. You can see that as I just highlighted this now, the summation came up automatically. But highlighting this one, now these are a very good example of what Peter just mentioned. You get it? So sometimes numbers, you see numbers, but then they're in form of text. So you need to be very careful on how to handle them. So that is just what I want to point out. Sometimes numbers, you think they are numbers, but they are not numbers. They're not numbers anymore. They are text, but then you need to find a solution to ensure that they are being converted back to numbers using some formulas. All right. Mr. Bolaji, are you there? Do you have anything to say for this class?
Yes.
Have you learned anything?
Yeah, I've learned something. Though initially I said I don't really understand too much about this exam, but tonight I understand some things about the out of the exam, like the the start and different command groups under them. So at least I figure out something there.
All right. Okay, that's very good, very good, very good, very good. So if that's the case, I think we are done for tonight. The class still continues. Next week, we'll be taking it to cell referencing and formatting. You don't want to miss cell referencing, especially cell referencing, because that is the major pillar. It's like a pillar that holds Excel, that ties Excel to every other thing you want to do in Microsoft Excel. Cell referencing, I tell you, if you miss that class, you will not understand how functions and formula works in Excel. So cell referencing is, in fact, I would give it like maybe like 60-70%. The key major thing you have to know in Excel, because it is the pillar, or should I say, is the foundation to everything you want to know in Excel. So don't miss that class. And then you can also, maybe if you are inquisitive, you can just try to go online and check out what cell referencing mean in Excel and how they are applicable to Microsoft Excel. Do you get it? So thank you very much, everyone, for tonight. I believe you all enjoyed the class, and I believe I was able to explain to you beyond reasonable doubt to every one of us, right? I think I tried my best, right?
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Peter. God bless you.
All right. So thank you very much, everyone. Next week, we see you again. See you next time. I'm going to drop this video
Yes, sir, you
in the
did.
group. I'm going to drop the video. I'm going to drop a link to the video where you can download the video, right? I'm going to drop a link to the video where you can download the video so that you can go back to watch the video over and over again. So thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a very good night. Yeah.
Thank you too.
Thank
you,
you,
God
sir.
bless
Good
you.
night, everyone.
Good night.